Hello, are you looking to learn how to sew a button shirt collar? You're at the right place. Keep watching, use our handle to reach us, and let's get right into it. To fix the collar, what you need this. There's a collar stay, but I don't have that collar stay, but I have this one. So we're going to use this and infuse it with this to give it a little bit of stiffness. So this is the shirt. So the first step you have to make is to take the accurate measurement of your neckline, okay? Before you fix your collar, you make sure you have done this. You have folded your button line very well, okay? So now we're going to measure and see what we have. This is too much. We have 18.2. Oh, this neckline is much. So we're going to divide it by 2. So I'm working with 9 point. I'm going to mark a baseline, which will be my starting point. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I've marked my baseline. So now I'm going to measure my true measurement that I wanted. It's 19.2. So this is my measurement. I'm going to go up by, I'll go up by 0.12, okay, here, and I'm going to mark it across 0.12, like so, 0.12, like so. So now from this line I am going to go in by 1, okay, here, coming in by 1. I'm going to extend from this one. Now I am going to do 2.5, 2 inches or 2.5, depend on how long you want your collar. I'm doing 2.5. You can do 2.5. Then here I'm going to do 1.5, okay? So here I'm doing 1.5, okay? So this 1 inch, we have to extend it upward as well, because I want a straight line, okay? So from this line I'm going to go out by 0.5. Going to go out by 0.5 from this line, that's it. And I'll connect it back to the 1 inch I went in by. So now for this collar, if you want it longer, you can extend it more depending on what you want to achieve. This is just for a perfect shirt. I'm going to work with this ruler like so. So this is what we have. So here I will just, you can do 0.5, you can do 0.2 or 0.5 depending on how curvy you want it. See now, if I do 0.5 like so, from this point like so, this is what I'll have. Right? Or you could just curve it, just use your free hand to give you the curve, the desired curve you want. Okay, you could still do like this depending on how curvy you want it, but I'm working with the second one, so I'm just going to curve it like so. Okay, or this one is all how you want it. I think I'll work with the last one. Okay, so here I will go up by 0.2. I'm doing 0.2. 0.2. Okay, from here to here. And I will just curve it down. Okay, so this is what we have, and I'm going to cut it off. So this does not need allowance. No allowance needed. Okay, don't put allowance in this one. Your allowance is only going into your sewing fabric, your fashion fabric. Okay, so now we're going to cut that out. I had to iron my stay on the side, on the wrong side of the, so I've placed mine. So I will use this to give it a grip to make it firm. You must not necessarily do this. Okay, it's just to make my work easier for me, because so it's not a must. You can skip this part, it's just me. Okay, just to make my work easier. So now that we've done that, this is what I have now. So I'm just going to slit here open. I'm just trimming off to have a straight line. So just to make my work easier, I'm just going to pin here. And pin here as well. Okay, so that I can have a firm clip on my side. So now we're just going to fold here. I still want to reduce here a little. It's too much. 0.5 is okay. So now we're going to sew. You see, this is why I pinned it. We're going to sew from here like so down to this point. Sew to this point, to this point, to this point, and back down like this. Okay, so now I'm going to trim off so you see what I have. You see why I put the gum. I want it to stay. So now I'll just trim off. Very important when you're done, you see this curvy part, you have to notch. Okay, you go to the other side, make sure you notch. Then the edge here, you also notch like so, so that when you're turning it, it will not give you issues. So now let's turn. So I need my pointy part very out, so I'm going to use this. But you should be careful how you Now this is what we have currently. Now you can see how relaxed it's looking. So here I have what you have to do is you bring out the middle of this point, you notch it, then the shirt himself you notch the middle part. So what I did was I have joined everything, secured with a pin, so I'm just going to sew it round. I'm not supposed to show you this part, but it was only the color that is it. So I'm just going to take it to the machine and I will sew. From what we did, you can see I didn't use that. There's a special way to make your edges come out perfectly, but I didn't do that. I just did because I was in a hurry. I was trying to see if I could beat time before they took the light, because it's how our light schedule work here. So now you can see what we have. So now I'm just going to take it to the machine. So what you have to do is the place with the hard interface, the place with this hard interface, right? The place that has it has to be on top, because that's what will be on top when you're done. So you see, if this place with the soft one is here, when you do it, it does not have that hole that it should have. Okay, so let me point it. This place with the hard interface will be here and this will be here. Okay, all right, I'll just go now. I've done it. I will just go and change it, but you have seen what I've done. You secure, then you sew, then I will come back and show you what you do next. So as you can see, I have sewn it and I'm using the iron to adjust it. So now if there's anything you don't like here, you fix. Okay, especially for the cover of the flap, it has to relax. Okay, so now we're just going to align everything. And if you're finding it difficult for all this place to lap, you notch, which I'm going to do, so because I want it to relax. So the notching will help it relax better. So you go with the one inside first before you align it with the outer one. So now that we're done with this, we're going to go in with our hemming gun. So I've gone in with my hemming gun, which I've cut out. So I'm just going to place it like so. Okay, making sure my stitch aligns. Like I said in my vintage shirts tutorial, if you have not seen it, please do well to go check the video out. I said the secret to the neatness of men's clothes is hemming gun and light. Every garment though, but you know, there are some things you can do away in a woman's clothes when you don't have light. But for men's clothes, you need light, you need your hemming gun. You want to secure a neat finishing. So now that we've done this with the help of our hemming gun, you just take to the machine and you're going to top stitch here like so. So making sure your lines align, okay? Top stitch like so. So you can see what I have. Let me bring it close that I'm done stitching. This is what I have. You can see how this. So now I'm going to sew from here to here to here and sew it down to this other side, okay? Because I have to show you, I have to. So you sew on 0.2 or 0.1, okay? So you can see this is what I have. This is how close I stitched it. So like I said, you can do 0.2, you can do 0.1. I think this is about like 0.1 or less than. I think I prefer it this way. You can see, so this, when I fold like so, this is going to be the outer part. So you see, when you do 0.2, it will look like it's more deeper. Though I gauged it, I wouldn't say it's accurate. But let's see. Let's see if it's accurate. So I did on 0.1, you can see. So it's 0.1 that I did. I think I like it that way. So let me know if you find this helpful. So what if you want now to get you can top stitch here. You can top stitch on this side. You see where this slant started from, down to this other side. So it will give you the grip when you fold. It's just automatically there. But you can also leave it like this. It's optional. It's totally up to you. Okay. So let's iron. Let's see what we want to achieve. You know, if we have cut it separately, you have to join this to this, right? So that will give it that. But if you don't want to, when you top stitch it also, it can give you that. So you see our shirt is taking from the shirt. So if you want to learn how to cut this is a button one, but I have a cap collar vintage, and also very soon I will upload the video of this, the full video of this one, the cutting of it, to the channel. But presently I have the video of how to cut a camp collar shirt, and that video also comes with how to cut the collar of the particular camp collar shirt that is on the video. But this is how to cut a shirt collar, cut together shirt collar, right? So thank you, and do well to, if this video was helpful and you find it helpful, do well to share to those that needs it, and like and drop a comment. It helps the video, it helps the algorithm push the video. That's the best thing you can do for any content creator on YouTube that you want to encourage. So thank you, and see you in my next one. God bless you. Bye.